Hello, this is Leo, and I'm not lying. My second video of today is about a TV series. My first on the channel. I used to do them on my page, and of course, now that I finally figured out YouTube and how to upload videos on that, now I can at least try my luck here and see how that goes. So Them is a Amazon original horror anthology, but it's just one story. They say they're going to make a season 2 with a different family, but we'll focus on this family and them, and it's very, black, white, literally, commentary, racism, horror, the 60s, where, people not exactly of a different skin color exactly welcome. So we focus in on this family that moves to California to try to escape the hostile South. Hopefully people are friendlier out here, but they moved to Compton, and this guy did do his work. And Compton at one time was not exactly a very welcoming community. So we get into the supernatural horror, and of course a lot of social commentary on, white, black, and back then mostly, but I still feel this at times still goes on today. Probably not as much, but especially with police actions of recent. And yeah, it's a splashy headline. I understand news tries to bring this out every now and then, but we'll go to we ain't gonna go into that topic. I'm not going to say whether the news is biased towards a certain race or that they'd like to stir that pot. Maybe they do, but we're going to focus on the actual series. The series to me was just a touch long. I was engaged and I did get through it. It's a good series, but not a great series. There's some things I like to touch on why I don't think this is a great series. It borrows very heavily on Stephen King. This felt like a Stephen King novel adaptation or something. And, especially with what we call Ghostface or Blackface guy. And Blackface guy was one of the heroes' demons. And each of our characters get one of these, and each one has their own flavor. So it's interesting. I won't give away more than that. The horror wasn't really that scary, more creepy than anything for me. And Ghostface, or Blackface, I like calling him Ghostface, but Blackface reminds me of It. And he's a little bit, it was almost cartoony for me. It was just kind of cartoony, and it kind of took me out of the show when he was there, because he's doing this. I get what they were aiming for, but it just felt more like a cartoon than scary. At the end of the day, I won't go into a whole breakdown of the show. This was a good series. It's worth a watch. It definitely needs a conversation. We all need to sit down and talk about this, because I feel in today's society this has been an issue for several years. It's gotten better, but the same hand, it still could have a long way to go. The positives here is the acting. The acting is actually the positive here. These guys really bring it. Everybody here is great. Everyone brings their A game, and it's great acting. Even the kid's pretty good. And kid acting, is a dime a dozen, but the kid did very well. Everybody here should be commended. Leave me alone. Hold on. Sorry about that little interruption there. Everyone should be commended on their acting here. So the acting's top notch. The horror's not horrible, but I wasn't really that afraid. It's probably the weakest point. Like I said, more on the creepy line for me than the actual scares. So overall, them should not be confused with they, or us, or everyone, or everybody. They is not them. Them is not they. And them that was they is definitely going to get just a good score of an 8.0 or an 8 out of 10. I'm Leo, and I'm not lying.